Bit of a false start there. Cam wasn't working. Should be good now. Hopefully. Yeah, so tonight we're going to play a bunch of Race for the Galaxy. I don't really know what formats or whatever. We'll see what's available and stuff. The game is finally released. Came out today on Steam. I'll be giving away 2 copies, one through BGG, one through Twitch. And let's begin. So here we're playing against Rob Renault. And what's happening right now? We're choosing actions. We have a large hand. Produce just happened from him, I believe. And we're ahead by 10, so that's good. Pool is 16. We trade for a lot of cards. What does he want? He wants consume powers, 2 of them to be precise. And I'm pretty sure last round he export produced. Let's just double check that. No, so that round, I guess it was the round before that he export produced or something. Maybe not even. Export trade apparently. Looks like he trade produced that round because he had extra goods. And I settle traded, I guess. So I can settle trade, I can dev trade. He's pretty likely to just X2 produce here with a 6-point engine. I mean, I could X2 produce too, actually, which is an interesting thought. What's up with my music? So I'm up by 10. Make sure that everything's running smoothly here. Looks good. So I'm up by 10, so actually the onus is on him to do anything. So I could just probably X2 produce here. And every round I gain 6 points. If he X2 produces every round, he gains 6 points. So he has a 6-point 1, 2, 3 card engine, and I have a 6-point 1 card engine because I have to spend 2 cards to do this. So I mean, he has an ever so slightly better engine, but yeah. So I think X2 produces is totally fine here, and as expected, he X2 produces as well. I hadn't even thought of that initially. I was like all thinking about dev trade or settle trade or what, but actually we're up by 10. Why are we doing anything other than X2 produce? Answer is we're not. I'm gonna discard 2 for chips. I don't think we ever need these 2. Next round is the final round. If I didn't misjudge the pool. Seems good. So that's it for that one. Over here we're playing against Nishadam. This is Gathering Storm with goals. And we've trade produced here. A pretty ridiculous board. Unfortunately he played the worst possible thing. He called settle, which I was definitely not expecting to do in this situation. I'm not going to go back and explain the whole game or anything, but I was expecting him to dev trade here. But he settle traded, and that's really bad, but it is what it is. Now we trade for a bunch of cards, and chips, and produce. Those are the only asynchronous games I have going. I'm probably going to want to fire off some 1 or more real-time games for people to join. So 30 minutes. Mainly going to be playing RVI with takeovers always. And how many players do I want, basically? We can try 3 and see. Did I do that wrong? Why does it not show up? Not sure why it didn't create. Scared to create another one. I want to open up a bunch of games out of nowhere. Wait, oh, I did that wrong, I guess. That was quick play. So custom, why are they... Oh, I did the wrong thing. I did custom. confused. So this shows up here now. Maybe they changed things. So it is a real-time game. Invitation expires in 29 minutes. Open. So maybe they just changed the interface or something. I don't really... It feels different than last time. The game is there. Everything looks normal. So I guess I'll just let that go. And so custom is against people you know, and I have a bunch of those going already. Could do a quick play 2-player. Yeah, let's do that, I guess, and then stick to those 2 games, and then we'll play AI games in the meantime. So for the AI, we were doing a series of medium games. Basically playing until I lose against medium AIs when it was base game, although don't want to continue to do that. Maybe I want to do the more interesting format now. Might as well. So goals, takeovers, RVI, medium AIs, and go. So what have we here? Bunch of 6 devs. Right, there's goals now. So Rebel Worlds, we don't have anything. Devs, we have 2 that don't match, so one or the other we would play. Goods, Uplift, Alien, and Multicolor. We only have 1 world. It's brown. So probably just have to play with that. Discard a couple cards here. Rebel, Devs, Uplift, Alien. So we'd rather go positive military than negative, given the goals, especially these 2. So probably chuck this, and I guess one of the 6 devs, surely. This is probably not as good, although it fits our world. We're theoretically going to play better, but this seems fine. It seems a bit of a sketchy opening. Now, do we make a trade? This guy, I'd imagine most of the time will dev. This guy, most of the time will settle, probably. So I guess, I mean, it's going to be ugly when he produces and this guy devs, though. It's really ugly. So maybe we should just be exploring here to be safe. It's only really bad if somebody naked trades and there's a settle, which isn't all that likely. I think we can go ahead and explore with this super mediocre hand. So dev, much better world. Keeping 2 of these, so this seems useless. So, are we leeching a mediocre military dev? We have 2 now. So let's say I do it, go to 4, if I expire go to 6, and then I'd probably play this down to 2. This and this. I don't know about this. It's like I don't want to do both this and this, so I kind of have to pick. Do you want to play this? I don't even know if I want to really play this. It does make this cheaper, but it's not great. Or do we fight for devs? I mean, we're probably not going to win. Like, we're going to be playing mediocre devs just to keep up, so probably just ignore this goal and then move on from it. So I think we will just pass on dev here. Also, it's medium AI, so they're going to play slightly suboptimal devs and stuff, so I don't need to get my game. I don't need to bend over backwards trying to keep up and stuff. So now I could probably make a trade here. Is that sensible? It's pretty sensible. I think we do it. Unfortunately, it goes dev produce, which is really bad. Really bad. Because now we're going to have to settle ourselves probably, and they're going to be trading, so we won't even be able to play the windfall, blah blah blah. It's horrible. Horrible result. Well, we must do the best we can, so we'll pass here. Actually, I should probably check on my online games, see what's going on, if anything. Nothing's going on. I don't know if this is working, but I think it should be. So yeah, he's going to be trading. He might naked trade here, which would suck. He might dev, but I guess we have to settle. It's also possible this guy doesn't actually even yeah, it's Steam AI. It's possible this guy doesn't even trade here, so there's a chance we can get this out into this. Not super likely though. So we'll go with settle. I don't think we have much of a choice. Unfortunately, he does trade, and this guy settles here, which is kind of brutal, but I guess it could be worse. He could have traded. And so we must play this. Thing 2. It might still make sense to play this thing. Maybe not. Yeah, no problem. You'll be added to the list. Make sure you follow if you want to be entered. Or eligible. So this is, I mean, this is a good card. The rest is just not that important, so I think we just play that and don't worry about it too much. So what's the best 3-card combination to keep here? Maybe these 3. Although super convoluted and unlikely to see play. This is probably just Moliki. I mean, it's so bad though to play it second. But I'm gonna have to. So we're keeping 2 of these military cards, maybe just the Imperium combo. Rebel goal. Unlikely to matter. Merchant World. This guy's pretty likely to produce, I would imagine. Test that mic. Oh, good. So produce, no. Explore, I guess. Explore, settle. Discard one of these. Settle what? So Alien Uplift. It's a bit convoluted, but we could fight for these that way. I mean, there's a lot of goals where these are important. These 3 goals are all about yellows and greens, basically. So I probably do want to play this eventually. You might want to start with this one, actually, though. Seems fine. So we'll play that. I guess we can wait and see what they play. Pay 2. I think we just took the military at this point. Maybe not, actually. It might help for an alien later. We're not going to be playing this, I imagine. And this. Now we would probably just settle. Or we can explore. I mean, we're behind on cards, so explore seems fine. Well, this guy has some explore powers, but we should make up for it in the fact that they play suboptimal cards as medium AIs. We discard one here. I think we really care about this. There's a settle, so I guess now is the time for this. Pay 1, draw 1, probably like this. Okay. Rebel Worlds, devs. Blue brown. So this guy's gonna probably get the 4-color gold before we do anything about that. Aliens and uplifts are still wide open. We could settle here, we could naked trade. Their hands are pretty large. I guess I should probably just naked trade on average. But it's gonna whiff a lot of the time, sadly. But not this time. So, we have one more alien now, so we have 2 uplift, 2 alien. But we're 5 military away from getting this out though. So 3, 4, 5. A couple of devs away. Hand sizes are, mine is large, theirs is lowish. So I could dev here. Does that help? Lets me get a cheap settle out if there's a settle, which could happen. If there isn't and there's a produce, I could play PGR, keeping 3 cards, so I could keep the alien combo, which seems fine. So yeah, I think we're deving here, even though we don't really want to dev into this guy. We'd rather settle in general, but our settles are not great anyways. So dev, settle, trade. So we will play one of these two and then this. I guess we play Space Marines first because this is not that good. Paying 1. We don't need a green world anymore, although this is cheaper than usual, so we can just chuck this instead. Do we ever need the military from this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, probably not. So this is RVI takeovers. I need to keep that in mind too. So this guy now has a takeover power. So he has 1 attack, 2 for blue. I have 2 defense, 4 defense on this. So far we're fine. So now we're settling, I guess this makes sense. It's not great, but it's free. This guy's at 17 points. 3 rebel worlds. Okay, we'll probably dev again, I guess, to reach this. So dev trade. Not super ideal once again. But what happens if we do this? We go down to 1, doesn't seem great. Yeah, I guess we have to play this. 1, 2. We're actually catching up on devs here, so, or maybe not. Let's see. We'll wait and see what they play. So this guy has 3 devs, this guy has 2, we have 2. He didn't trade, so that's good, but does he have a consume power? No. It's all fine. Pay 3. What's happening with colors, anyways? So this guy did get the 4 color goal. So 1. Should probably keep the cheap dev. Said he's great. This is getting a bit late. I guess. This game is sketchy. This might be our first loss, finally. First game of RVI. Is he gonna settle here? Can we therefore naked trade? Probably have to naked trade, I don't know. What else am I gonna do? Call, settle, lose my good, because this guy's trading. And sometime he's gonna settle, which is great because of his settle power. And this guy will settle a large chunk of the time as well. So I think trade and pray. Whew. A bit scary. So I could play this here. And he'll probably have to pass. It will be a 3-way tie for 3 devs, so I guess I do have to play it. Maybe. If I don't, I'll be at 3, 3, 8, 9 cards next round, and I can play this. That might be a better investment. Nine cards. Versus 3 points, basically. 4 points. I'm not sure, but I'm going to pass here. Play that, trade it. Okay. So we have another alien. It's really expensive though. So that's an 8-point play. Hand sizes are 0 and 2, so we really need to be calling a build phase here. Probably ideally dev. Even though that kind of gives them the goal potential. This guy's got 0 cards in hand. Like, and what's his score? 11. So this guy's just never winning. The only relevance he has to the game is what phase he's calling each round. This guy has 2 cards. Would most likely trade. So what did he do last round? I feel like he's settled. Oops. Well, while we're here, might as well. Well, no, for continuity's sake. So he AI2 settled and passed on his own settle. Interesting. So that's good. We got a naked trade off of a pass settle. They both passed. That's amazing. I wonder if that's part of the medium AI logic in that not only do they sometimes play suboptimal cards, but they sometimes actually pass when they normally wouldn't pass. I don't know. So settle seems pretty good. If he is passing, he has no cards, so it doesn't really matter to ever settle. We have SETI and GFED. If we dev, we cannot afford both, but we're only one card off, I think. 9-3 if there's an Explorer 4, and then dev again, we have enough. It's 13, is that getting anywhere close? Not really. This guy would presumably be able to beat us. Settle's pretty good. I mean, it's okay, it's not amazing, but it's an 8-point settle. We go to 2, 3, 4. If we were ballsy, we could nick a trade here again. But that seems a little bit crazy. I don't expect this guy to settle very often here after whiffing and this guy having no cards now. But then again, I have a full hand, so maybe he will, I don't know. It's a bit weird that he called settle and passed. This actually may be more. I'm used to the other version of the AI where it tells you, maybe I'm losing my mind, but I thought it would tell you the total value. Like this is 4 in the immediate and then 6 later, right? It's probably telling the same amount. I'll just have to do the math. So it's going to be 6 and 9. So 15 total. So 30 points. And the game doesn't even end anyway. And we'll have like no hand. I don't know, dev, and then dev doesn't seem that great. Might as well force them to call the dev 2 to even get the goal in the first place. Because like if this guy's a cheap 1-cost dev here, we're just giving him that goal. And he's the main competitor here, so. It's settle or trade. I guess we have to settle. Could also explore +5, but that doesn't seem great. I don't know. Man, we would have hit. Brutal. Okay, so I imagine I have to play this. And just go from there. Paying 6. I guess we'll be trading next round. Going to 4 here, trading to 10, and then dev. So we could get these 2 out still. Don't really have a lot else that matters. Like all this stuff is irrelevant, I believe. Other than the fact that we could leech one of them when we trade. Card draw, this guy's drawing 1, this guy's drawing 1, not even. It's breaking even, probably. So this guy's gonna have 1 extra card next round, so build's not that likely. Although he might just settle again. But it's not that beneficial anyways, let's play one of these. So I think we'll go like this. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we'll go with that. Produce, so I could discard to produce. I don't think that's a good idea, so we will not. Oh, maybe it was a good idea. It was that 4 goods goal. Damn. And they both got it too. That sucks. That's a mistake. Well, so now we trade. Plus there was no real downside to that. Other than that we would end this round at 9 cards instead. Bad mistake. And he settles again. And this isn't really doing anything. It's costing us a tiebreaker. Or is it? We spend effectively 1 card to get nothing. To get a tiebreaker. So that seems pointless. I don't know about this. So consume. Confirm. Now before proceeding we're actually going to check our online games. see what's going on here. So both games are available. We probably lost a whole bunch of time. 19 minutes here and 20 minutes here. So we'll, I guess, start this one first. 3-player, trade emissaries with a bunch of military worlds. Seems pretty good. No incentive for Doomed World. We have a windfall. Like, this is great. This is okay. This is we can consider to discard this. The goals, production worlds, devs, temple, goods, aliens, and ships. This is a bit redundant here, but I mean, this is expensive, not that great, and this is not happening. This too, but this seems fun. And over here in the 2-player ones, this is RVI takeovers. We have a 1-cost world with this. The production world goals out, military goals out. 6 dev gold. This doesn't fit. All powers. This gives us powers. Alien is easier with military, so it's and chips. So basically, this all the goals are saying to play this. We definitely want to keep this. We want to keep this. We want to keep this. This is pretty bad. This is pretty bad, and this is great. So I think we'll just go like that. That seems good. Now we can explore +1/+1 dev with the goal of getting this out. That seems pretty good. And maybe it's 6, 5, 6, 7, down to 2 if we explore +1/+1 dev again. So that seems fine. Seems good enough. What's this homeworld? Oh, of course, the explore homeworld. Maybe that changes things, but probably not. Kind of forced to do that, and we hope he explores here, basically. He's not ready yet, though. So resume our AI game. So, what's happening here? So we have an uplift, so this is a 5-point settle. And a 10-point dev, so we probably just call settle and expect somebody else to dev. We don't want to dev for them once again because that just gives them the goal. And ideally they both play a dev and therefore share that rather than him getting 5. If there's a dev and a settle, what are we getting? We're getting 6, 16, 41. He only needs 5 points, but he has only 3 cards, so. We could also dev. Dev and hope there's a settle. I mean, he is more likely to settle than dev, certainly. And, but yeah, like, how likely is it they both pass on dev? Seems pretty unlikely. Mainly we need this guy to pass on dev. So maybe deving here isn't that bad. We could dev and then dev, that's 16 points. Plus this later, maybe. Let's say this guy gets the dev goal by himself. Worst case scenario. So we get 16, we're at 41, he's at 41. Plus his dev. Plus if there's a settle. Wait, what? Didn't this guy produce? Like, a bit confused about his board state. I guess that was the round before. And he traded the next round. I wonder what this is, a white good? What does that mean? So he produced green, blue, brown, and white. Green, blue, brown. So green, blue, brown. And then maybe the white means just pass on this or something? Because I would have a pass too in that case. Just figuring out this interface here. Previous. So I did not have a white, so it means something else. And the other AI also had a white, a green and a white. Don't really know what that means. Maybe he, oh, it means it produce power that produces on any color is what he did? That's probably what it is. Maybe? No. Because this guy would have, has a brown produced. Unless he produced on here. It's possible that's what it means. It's your produce bonus. That's of any color. Not 100% sure though. So yeah, are we just settling? I think we might just have to settle here. If there's a dev, we'd probably win. We get 16 points at 41. Actually, we don't probably win necessarily, because if this guy just plays a 1-cost dev, he wins. We'd have to pass on settle. We'd have to think about this a bit. Uplift goal, dev goal. 3 cards. Can also make it x2. It's a tough spot. I feel like the most likely thing here is that this guy's gonna settle and pass on dev. So if I consider that, I should dev, and then I would probably win. Oh man, that's scary. Very scary. Because a lot of the time that's not going to happen and I'm just going to lose. Oh well. Huh. Everybody devs. Well, we start with GFed then. And he passes on the dev. Wow. Beautiful. It's kind of what I needed to happen. Crazy. Pay 3 more. Okay. So now what's happening? So now we're down by 7. We have a 12.6 dev. And he can only catch up to the goal, so there's no downside to deving. So yeah. Now we dev and we win, I guess. 29, 39, 41. So he's down by 5 with a dev and maybe a settle. And we have a great settle, so yeah. Wow. Are we actually gonna win this? Explore dev. Looks like. Wow. Looks like I pulled it off. Wow, wow, wow. So before continuing, we'll check online. So what's available? This one. What is even happening here? So we explore dev and he explore dev as well. Oh, we drop bankers. Nice. This could be useful. This is not so much. Given our hand. So we'll go with that. And we drew this too, which is great. Certainly we'll start with this. No question. And we'll go nuts deving or something. Over here, so this is the Rob game where we both x2 produced. And I can produce on a windfall. Does it really matter? This is like base game, so I mean the color could matter. Brown or green. Generally green is or brown is better. But here we have research labs, so we're still up by 10. And this is the final round. We could explore plus 5x2. Once again he has to, the onus is on him to do anything. I don't like, I'd be amazed if he won here. I mean he could, let's say he plays mining league. Let's say dev x2's mining league, what happens? So he gets 2, 4, 5 for that dev, and then x2's this for 6. So that's an 11-point play, so actually that would win, assuming we can't dev. So he gets 11 there, plus his normal 6, and our normal 6. So he doesn't even win with mining league, so like what does he need to win here? Like, mining league is an 11.6 dev on its 7-card tableau. Pretty sure there cannot be better than that. And we beat that, so we just x2 produce here basically. Alternately he could do something like dev. What would happen if he dev g-fed? I mean he has no devs, so he can't play 2 6 devs, so once again I just can't imagine. But I don't want to lock in the actions and then notice or find out that I missed one possibility. Just don't imagine. Can't imagine anything. Yeah. Just trust my instincts rather than waste time. So, the 3-player game. has begun. We're facing Epsilon Eridani and Star Nomad Raiders. Fenris is in both our games. So we could make a trade here. And I mean, all things equal against random people on here that I've never played yet or that I don't know about, make a trade, it's gotta be good. And over here, right, next round. So if we export some dev, what happens? What did he dev? Military, so it's like a settle, which is fine. If we export dev, we go 3, 5, 6, 7, and then -2, so down to 2. Settle this, keep this. And then, let's say we explore dev, go from 1 to 2, 3, 4, and then -3. So I could play this all in. So it's something. He's likely to settle trade here, and we'll probably get wrecked the round after, but we could double explore or explore beside dev or something. I'm pretty happy explore some deving here. Nice, he doesn't trade, so that's great. The fact that he doesn't settle trade here might indicate that he's not super experienced, but also he could have just whiffed. So production worlds are great here. So I guess we just get rid of this. Military goals out there too though. Alien chips. Phases. $1.05. So we need dollars somewhere. I think I'm pretty happy just chucking this and keeping the 2 amazing production worlds. I mean, he's going military too, so just ignore this and cement this. Seems fine. I mean, we're not going to be keeping most of these anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Because we're playing a huge dev here, right? So we're keeping 2 cards. And just to settle. So pretty much keeping this and this at the end. So the export didn't really matter. So they both settle, so naked trade success. Okay, 1. Sure. Quickly head over to, let's see here. So 2-player RVI, goal, no goals, no takeovers. This is meh. 2 PE, RVI, or what? 2 PE base game, no new worlds. Interesting. And it's 7-day game, so forget that. I think 2 real-time games is enough for now while streaming. And then I'll just play AI. So new 3-player game with medium AI. So production worlds, very nice. 2 rebel, maybe eventually. 6 dev, discard alien. Military is good for aliens. Multicolors is good for military. So yeah, I think we're going with that. Probably checking that and then that. Seems relatively straightforward. I mean, we even have a crazy windfall. Like, this is ridiculous, actually. So, do we make a trade? That is the question. Against medium AIs, we don't even need to take risks, to be honest. The only way that I can lose is if I like whiff 4 naked trades in a row or something. So maybe I should just play the safe thing and call settle there. So over here, right, presumably we're playing this. Like that. Although this is, I mean, it's pretty good, obviously, but is there anything else that's worth keeping? No to these. Just another production world. It's like whatever. I think that's fine. So he passed on dev. So are we just explore producing next round? If we do, can we play this? I don't think so. Because we have to go all in for it, right, if we explore dev. Although dev is really not likely from him. In fact, it's like maybe 5% at most. So I think we can export produce over there. over here we trade our good in our real-time game. So, I mean, normally this isn't that good, but here actually it's like a green world, a green 3 cost. It's okay. This guy has that. So, not a windfall. So maybe he's settle trading here now, but then he might overflow. So the default would be to export produce. He might settle also, which would suck, but nothing much I can do about that. Export produce is pretty amazing. I don't really see a reason to do anything else. He does dev. Interesting. Well, we can leech a dev for free. So, what 2 cards are we discarding? This seems pretty bad here. Is he going to play a 6 dev here? Is that what he's doing? Sneak this out? Pretty funny if he does. Looks like he probably will. It's fine. Doesn't really matter. We're just setting up a beastly tableau. NGO would suck. Don't really want to play robots with some military. Also, is this RVI? So takeovers are a thing? Let's check. Can't remember. Yeah, it looks like it is. Over here. Oh wow, he lost his good too, actually, so it's really not good. Missed that. Produce trade gets us 5 cards for 2 actions. Discard goal is not available. 7. We would overflow by 2 or something. This guy gets a free card and chip. Otherwise, we could dev. Dev's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. If somebody produces, like this guy could easily produce here. And if he does, we can play Genetics Lab. So I think we're just deving here. We have to settle each too, like, pretty good spot. Unfortunately, it doesn't produce. We should probably keep the production world. And then we'll dev credits and settle probably this thing. Over here, still. So takeovers are on, so I do need to be careful actually. I could lose this world with my positive note there. So this might actually save us a little bit. Could chuck this, leech this. Seems fine. So seems close enough. He doesn't seem to be a super strong opponent either, so could be wrong, of course. But that's so far with the information I have, it seems to be the case. So yeah, as I was saying against AIs, maybe just play the safe play of calling settle, especially when there's a dev power guy. This is round 1, right? Yeah. I think it's just more sensible. So I would have whiffed. Am I leeching a dev? There's not a lot of incentive to do so because I'd have to lose this or this. So I think we just wait. There's no tempo goals. No need to play it yet. So we'll pass, play this, and then trade. It was weird that it showed his dev after his world, I feel like. In the replay or whatever. So he naked traded brown good. Genetics Lab. So yeah, I mean we certainly trade. Settle trade. Certainly play that. Trade the good. And then come back to this after. So over here, he did indeed play a 6 dev. So GFed, interesting. That's a pretty good defense to our tableau. Pretty amazing too that he swung this goal. Now he only has 3 cards, so what are we doing? We have a better explore phase. We have equal dev phase. Well, not equal. He obviously gains points, but we will soon enough have an equal dev phase. Or close to it. We could dev this. Dev trade. It's free. Trade for 4. It's cool. Follow the stream, and I'll be doing that later. Thanks for participating. Dev trade. We can kind of like surprise them with some devs. Little does he know that we have this coming later, right? Or we could just produce, because we get tons of cards off of it. Export, produce, dev trade, settle trade. Settle trade's another option. Just leeches dev, if he does it. Thank you for the follow, Lauren Demier. So far not a lot of entrants, so odds are pretty good. Certainly I don't want to explore. Settle trade, I don't really want to settle into this board. I don't like. So dev trade is one option. Trade produce is another option, but I really want to be building at least. So maybe just dev trade seems fine. Looks pretty good to me. Let's just go with that. Explore dev, so we get an explore off him, which is great. Discard 2. So production world goal, alien, chips. What even is good here? So the production world's pretty good. This is okay. Military we don't really want. This is mediocre. Something like that's good enough. So I guess we just play this. He gets the military goal. Trade for 4 and go from there. So now it's time to start deving. He's probably going to settle trade. Again, I mean, maybe not. He hasn't so far. Doesn't seem to be in a hurry to get any card flow. We have tons of cards. What is this even worth? It's like a 4-point dev. I guess if we continue military, we can get a bit more points out of it. That's a bit scary because of takeover powers, but might have to take a chance. Alternately, we could settle produce. Again, not great, because he can just leech settles so easily with his small hand. I think we're just going to dev there. Explore dev, eh? So we get one of the takeover powers, so that's good. This is just not relevant. And then this is probably not either. It's an Imperium dev. Could be worth it. Versus like this, which is pretty useless. And 3-player game goes export of settle, delay credits certainly, and survival lists. Over here, right? So we just finished trading. Filled up our hand. This guy has 6 cards, this guy has 1. Pretty likely to produce here. Like, he draws 3 cards on produce, like 90% plus of the time, 95% he's going to produce here. With 1 card in hand too. So with that in mind, what do we want to do? Rebel Worlds, he has 1, 0. We have 1, 2 potentially. So if we play all this stuff, what happens? We go to 1, 2, 3 base military, so we're not close to this thing. If we do get this out, then we can get this out. Alien goal, 2 alien worlds. We could dev to play Genetics Lab. To leech the produce. Not really necessary. But deving also allows us to play this if there's a settle, which is pretty good as well. And the production world can't hurt here. It'd be nice to get the production world goal and the rebel goal. I think dev seems pretty good here. We need to dev or settle for sure. And like, what does settling accomplish? We'd have to play this probably. It's not great. Or this. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and dev. So dev produce. So are we playing Genetics Lab is the question. Or just sticking to this. I feel like this might be better. If we play this, I go to 5 and then I trade for 5. If somebody explores, I get the discard goal. I think we're going to come back to this. This is AIs, right? Yeah. Try and catch our human opponents in real time. So, Garbage World. This is the... Yeah, I was expecting him to produce last round, so he didn't that time. I guess he probably won't this time then. Because it's even worse. But I mean, we have the best dev powers. And their hand sizes are relatively low, so we need to dev or settle here. One production world, one production world. Settle or dev? I mean, our devs are not that great. We could get a 3-color engine here. If we settle this, and there's an explorer, we go to 5, which would be enough to leech this on a produce the round after. Deving isn't that great. I think we're just settling here. So the produce does happen now, though. So explore, settle, produce. This is never really seen play. Whereas this is great, potentially. Although tempo goal, so that'll be for much later. And this is a 2-player one, where we dev'd, and he explore dev'd. So we certainly start with this. Ping. Oh, we'll wait and see what he plays. Robots, okay, that's fine. Ping 3. Some mediocre green stuff should probably just go. Tons of mediocre cards, basically. Alien goal, never happening. Chips goal, production world goal. It's all a struggle. Scores are tight. I guess this is never gonna really see play. This probably either. And one more. Tactics basically never sees play. Good enough. Second dev, we drew Tourist World, I think. So we certainly play this. Wait and see what he plays. So we're waiting on him now. Not anymore. So he actually passed on the second dev, so that's amazing. Amazing. But that indicates he might have a 6th dev, so he might explore some dev again next round. Pay 3. I mean, we kind of want to just play military worlds, so a lot of these civilian ones, and we want production worlds too, so like these 2 cards, kind of whatever. And these cards are pretty whatever too, honestly. Pretty terrible. This one especially. Our hand is pretty bad now. That's okay, we have amazing explore powers and stuff. Is it better to keep this or Genetics Lab? I guess it's not a bad combo. Min-maxing. Comet Zone. What is relevant here? So let's say we don't dev next round and he devs. If we leech Cloaking Tech, it's pretty good. It's a 4.1 cost dev. 4 points for 1 card. We have a discard for Chip's power also, so we might want to consume. Yo, ahoy, Guilt. Welcome. How are you today? Genetics Lab, GGP. I mean, GGP is just so convoluted. It's 1 point on its own. 3, 4. These two cards together are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's not that bad. I mean, this is green, so that makes them better. Also prevents us from getting taken over, which definitely could be important, although it might be too late. Honestly, we're probably just double exploring next round. So we're gonna have the same hand size, and we have nothing really we want to play. Green seems... I feel like we just assume... It's not like this is high stakes or anything. I feel like I need to make the perfect decision. So I think... I mean, it really looks like he's going to settle finally. Is there any chance we ever get the production goal? Let's just chuck that, I guess. I don't know. They're all like so mediocre. So hand size is 5-5. Score, we're up by 4 only. Goal wise, he has nothing towards anything. Nor do we other than this. I mean, we should probably try and get the chip goal. It's just 3 free points. We could trade produce. He's pretty likely to explore. He seems to be a very explory kind of player. And if he devs, it's not the end of the world. If he settles, we can reach that too. If he dev settles, we're fine. I guess trade produce. And he's likely to explore, so I don't know, it seems fine. It's kind of a weird play, but it feels correct. Over here, what's happening? Right, the produce one. So we're definitely not playing this, we'll save it for later. We would like to have multicolor for diversified, but this one gets us a card back immediately. But we'll trade for one more this way. So if we do play this, we go down to 4, and then trade to 8-ish, 9-ish. I think we just play this, probably. So we need to keep these. We probably have to keep this. Hand sizes. Actually, I should wait and see what they play. See what their hand sizes are going to be. So I think he's going to be at 1. One downside to this interface is you don't actually get to figure out exactly what's going on with the board state, and especially if you're playing multiple games and stuff. It's hard to know what exactly the hell is going on. So like, does this 3 tell me how many cards he has after paying? I hope it does. That'd be pretty cool. But the old interface did not do that. The Keldon AI. So he's somewhat likely to build, although trading's pretty good because he gets +2. So he draws 5 off this thing, so it's actually worthwhile to trade. So he should be trading. I don't know if he will though. Keep these. Problem is if I don't keep this and there's a settle phase and no dev, it really sucks. So I mean, this guy is not making much of a tableau, so I'm not worried about beating him. Nor is this guy really, so I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. Like if I pass one settle, it's not going to be the end of the world against these players, I think. So keep these, this, and then one of these. Probably that. This way, if there's a dev here, if I want to, I can play this. I don't know. Hand sizes, yeah. So it did not include his discard. So he's at 1, 4. So I mean, technically, we would rather be building here, and dev would be better. Settle's really good, actually. Dev. Maybe we just dev here. Yeah, I mean, dev, and if there's a settle, we leech this. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and dev. So against AIs, we call dev. There's a dev and a produce. So if we do play this, and there's a settle next round, how bad is it? What, 5 cards? We would trade. If we played this, or if we played this, we go down to 1, which seems really bad. If we played this, we'd be down to 2. Also pretty bad. So I think just to keep everything nice and clean, we're gonna do this. We have too many cards we actually would like to play. So 3 cards, 4 cards. I mean, this guy could easily produce every round, in which case we really need to be trading. This guy draws 2 on every produce, so he might not produce every round given our boards. And if there's a settle, we don't care. If there's a dev, we don't care. So I think we just trade here. If there's no builds, if this guy explores and he produces, we actually get the discard goal. He doesn't even need to explore, I don't think. 3, 4, 10, yeah, he does. But yeah, if nothing happens, we'll get the discard goal. Nothing happens, but there's no explorer, so we don't get the discard goal. This guy's producing. Yeah, interesting. Gets the green good back. Well played by the AI, so... Or actually did. I guess I miscounted. No, I didn't. I was thinking 3 plus 2, but I actually get 3 and then 1. So now... we probably want to settle just to push towards the goals that we want, especially this one. Neither of them has a production world. Can't be bad. We need a yellow world actually to get the 4-color goal, so we should probably do that too. We don't actually need to do it immediately because they only have 1 color each. Well, we have 3 yellows now, so we could get the alien goal with those 3. Still short of military for this though. I mean, all these goals want settles, so I think we just need to push as many settles as we can. Unfortunately, we don't have any consume powers on the settle to get rid of the goods. Wow, no consume. So dev settle. And in this game, we don't have any minus to dev. So I think I'll just come back to this. Continue. Oh, human's not ready. I wonder how much time our opponents have. Like in this one, I feel like they must be running out of time. Oops. So develop. Definitely not this. This is maybe okay. Maybe just play the cheap one. We don't even need to dev really. This is against medium AIs, like maybe just pass. And spam settles. There's no tempo goals. I don't really want to work towards yellows until I can for sure play the 3rd one. But I mean, yeah, 4-color goal. We can like give them the illusion that they can get the 4-color goal for a while. So our settle is probably this. I mean, there's not a lot of downside to leeching this thing. We have so many cards. So keep. Let's keep everything kind of thing. Yeah. I don't like doing that, but like keeping so many worlds, but it's fine. And I guess we start with this rebel production world. So now we do have a consume power, so we can call settle and leech to consume. Although it's really expensive. Go down to 2. So we would keep 1 yellow and a rebel, I guess. The rebel goal might be difficult, especially with this guy fighting for it. The discard goal is out there, so trade is an option also. 3, 6, 8. This guy's hand size is only 2 though, so we probably have to build. Settle ideally, maybe. Although I feel like with this, even with this dev power, they're not likely to dev, to leech a dev. I mean, not that I want to dev here anyways. So settle or trade. If I trade, I mean trade's just not optimal here. And he's the main opponent too with 11 points, so basically just have to settle here 100% of the time. Wow. Dev, settle. Still no consume. Well, I guess. Play that, and then just chuck the... what? Probably gonna play this and then trade next round. We need to keep a settleable card. Paint 2, be at 5. So we'll have to keep this. I mean, this thing is not the way I want to get my military, really. So I think I just chuck it. Keep these two speculatively. This kind of speculatively. What did I discard there? Warlords and 5/3. Yeah, that seems fine. We'll just go check the games first, though. Really? So most likely trade. Let's see what they played. So, called dev, pass on his own dev. Always good. Called dev, pass on dev? No, maybe played this and then settled this on the leech or something. So I mean, pretty useless round. Like, yeah. They actually lost tie breaks. I mean, trade just seems pretty straightforward. Their hand sizes are pretty low though, actually. They could settle. Alien goal. Just push out settle. Oh, this guy's likely to trade here and have lots of cards. You'd think. I mean, he was likely to do that last round too, and didn't. Trading with 5 cards here just seems... I think I'm gonna go ahead and build. Okay, so settle, trade, produce. So we have the 4-color goal. We can get the production goal immediately, or wait. Can't play this, can't play this. Can play this and cycle, but it doesn't really do anything. I mean, it gets us a point. It'll be worth like 2 or 3 points by the end. So that would be worth it. Versus dumping our hand for this. Seems fine. It's gonna be 3 points for a card or something. That's pretty good. I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. So consume power, blue, that. What do we have? I get a bunch of goods, and then do what? Trade. So on the other hand, this guy's a big hand, so we don't feel compelled to build. And if there's no builds, we'll get the discard goal. So that seems fine. Another big alien, so we do have 3 aliens now, theoretically, to play. I think we just go ahead and trade here. So, we do get the discard goal, so will he. So I guess this didn't really do anything, because he's the main opponent, but this guy's not far. Production Worlds, Rebels. Yeah, so we'll trade our what? Does it matter? I guess we are going to have more difficulty finding a green grid, so we'll just trade the yellow one. And then consume that there, and that there. And then discard 3 at end of round. So this is the AI game, so we're going to go check humans. Looks like we've lost our opponents. So they definitely need to add a shorter time limit game so that people are not just going AFK and then timing out of their game. So discard 3 here. Never playing this. We still need a production world. We have too many. The 6 dev is green. We did not draw another rebel. We still have no way to get this out anyway, so rebel goal is just not happening. These 2 devs are fine, especially if there's a dev when we trade. So maybe we just get rid of these 2 at this point. I mean, look, we have 3 tableau spots, so there's just no way this is happening. We need to get drop ships. I guess it's still theoretically possible, so. Okay, this never gets played. This pretty much never gets played. Good enough. Okay. I mean, we're not out of the woods. We do have +5. I mean, settle, settle, settle if we play a production world and 2 aliens. It's good, but that means no devs. We could trade. If I do settle, 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 I could play this for free, and then this for 3, draw 1, I have just enough. I don't know if that's good enough though, or worthwhile. So we're only up by 1 point. What we really want is a yellow production world. That'd be amazing. It's only like 1 that we can play right now in the whole deck, I think. There might be a second one actually in this format. 7-6, 6-5. If we trade, does anything really bad happen? No, nobody gets any points. So I guess we'll trade. Okay, so dev settle. If we leech a dev, we cannot get the alien goal. And we probably have to leech a dev. This is 4 cards for 3 points. Just straight up better than this. This is trash. So we'll play that, paying 2. Terraforming Guild, eh? Not good. Place a world. So we're trading for 6, so our hand size is effectively 13. 12, 11, 10. What? GGP is 5 points. Oh wow. It's actually more than I thought. So it's actually worthwhile. Somewhat. So we could play this as our production world. And then GGP is 7 points. Our hand size is 7. We can leech this, I guess. It seems aight. Guess we'll do that. So, see what they have. Another rebel. And a pass. I mean, that's great. And then pay 4. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll call dev. We don't have to discard for chips here either. I'll get back to that in a second. Oops. Opponents, please. Curious to check the timer though on my end. 3 minutes, what? Okay, so finish another time on that one and this one. 3 minutes. Just waiting for him, so. Pretty sure. I don't know what this means. I always thought it meant my clock. How's it possible that I only have 3 minutes left on it? I guess I maybe started it 15 minutes late and then actually didn't play quick. So I might actually time out if he shows up, but it doesn't look like he will show up anyway, so. And I can probably fire up another game here. This is a weak game, so no thanks. So make a quick play 3-player. Attempt to get that happening. continue versus AIs. So, are we discarding for chips? If we do, we go down to 6. What else did we draw here? Dev, leeching, can't leech this, so we would leech this, which is fine. Does that just win? So if we discard 1 chip, actually we could, this is only a point anyway, so we could discard 2. Dev, don't care if there's a settle. So that's a total of 9, so we'd be at 33, so he needs 13 points in a dev and a settle with 5 cards in hand. That seems impossible. So yeah, so we'll just go ahead and discard 2 here. And call dev. So settle does happen. I didn't check to see if logistics could be worth more somehow. But that's too late anyways. And this definitely wins, so it's fine. Gotta maximize those high scores though next time. Those stats. Stats never forgets. So we do win by 11. Felt closer than that, but low scoring game, I guess. So let's see the timer now. So it still says 3 minutes, so yeah, it is my timer, I think. As expected. I guess I can start a 2-player one also. Still plenty of time. That one, I'll have to come back quicker than I did last time. So, AI, 3-player game against medium AIs, goals, takeovers, go. Doom World, nothing really fits. I mean, this is fine. Separatist Colony doesn't really fit either. Contact Specialist plus Pirate World's okay. Contact Specialist plus Doomed World plus Rebel Homeworld is a thing that I could do. Although, with the Tempo goal, you don't really want to play Doomed Worlds. Blue Brown. How do I play this? Dev goal. Tempo goal. I mean, it's really not hard to get the tempo goal against AIs, even without even trying. I mean, we don't really need to try and jump through hoops for military. We have a couple of production worlds. And the blue-brown goal is out there too. So I could hold on to these and Contact Specialist. Seems okay. Yeah, we'll go from there. Like, we could... Blue-brown all around. We could naked trade this. If there's a dev, we could play this. What are they doing? So, they don't really trade that often with this homeworld, oddly enough. This guy, I guess, would produce a significant amount of the time. Actually, I should check on that game. Here we go. So, we're playing Jackson. Goals are, let's see the timer, so we're not too slow. Oops. Let's try and do the opening hand quick enough that he doesn't disappear. Heroic Works is great. Mediocre, mediocre. Doesn't really fit yet. Blue-brown goals out. Goods, uplift. 6 dev, multicolor. This is great for multicolor. This is 2 PE, so I could explore trade. If ever he settles. Play Merchant World. Dev goal. Uplift. Not a whole lot of incentive for this, I don't know. So I'll play that, and then discard 3. And this is where we see that I'm supposed to be able to see his homeworld for the last card, but they're not letting me. I guess they wanted to simplify it. This doesn't seem great here. And these combo This kind of does. Blue-brown. It's one of these, basically. We already have a green. This one's pretty mediocre, so I think that's fine. Oh yeah, one more, right, of course. This isn't that good. You can just trade produce instead, that seems fine. Playing Star Nomad Raiders. We have a Settle Leech, we have a Dev Leech. Nothing crazy, but trade produce seems fine. So, what are we doing against these AIs? Produce is likely, so maybe we just settle. Play Mining World. We could Naked Trade. Naked Trade's not great. We could Dev. Also not great. Pretty happy to just settle here, honestly. Just in case this guy produces. He does produce. There's a Dev though. I could play Contact Specialist and save this for later. I might even have enough cards for the next round. Hold on. So if I play this, I go down to 2. Settle bonus, still at 2. 3 on produce, and then trade. I can leech this if this is settle. That's pretty sick. So I think there's value here. Enough value that I want to play it. Settle that. And then trade. Neither of them. So they pass on the Dev and the settle. Guy called Dev, pass on Dev, and settle. So I feel like after playing a decent number of games against medium AIs now that the logic that makes them play inferior cards also makes them pass sometimes when they normally wouldn't pass. That's the only logical explanation at this point. So he settled trades, so I guess we play this and go from there. It kind of sucks that we kind of have to discard this. This is RVI. So I'm not exactly building a great tableau, but passing doesn't seem great either. I mean, this combo is just really weak. It's something though. The Dev goal too, or are we really discarding Public Works here? This is... I don't know. So you actually have to click on the game to find out that he timed out. I think I would get a feedback for that one. That detail. No settle tempos, tempo goals. I think we maybe just pass here, honestly. Which means I probably kept my hand wrong in the opening hand. It's a 4-point engine. And 2P. It's just really weak. If my instincts say to pass, I'm just going to pass here. So he plays Radioactive World. Alright, well now we have crazy Dev direction. So default will be to Dev trade. We'll just ignore settles. Here's a big hand. We have a big hand. 7-7. Dev trade if we play bank. No discard goal. We're at 7, 6, 5, 9. Then we can Dev 8, 9, 10, 4, 5. So we'd have 5 after Deving the round after, which is pretty strong. I think I'm pretty happy to just Dev trade and ignore settles. He's not ready though. So here, yeah, so we're trading, right? Didn't lock it in, I guess. But interestingly, if there's an Explore and a Dev, somehow we could even play this. But yeah, trade's pretty clear. Unfortunately, kind of the worst case scenario happens. Dev, no Explore, no settle. So, now what? Bank. can't really produce because he gets 3 cards for an action. We get 4 for 2. It's okay though, because this guy doesn't leech. Settling doesn't really work. Deving doesn't really work that well. Well, we don't want to dev. We do kind of want to build though, so settle is possible. Let's probably check on our opponents. We lost him, Jim. Explore is safe. We could dev. No, we don't want to. We don't want to dev. You might not even trade, and this guy could dev. So we don't want to dev into this. If there is a dev, we'll play it. But that's about it. So we're not deving. We could make a trade. But that's pretty likely to whiff. So we're not going to do that. So we could settle. Settle's pretty good. I mean, we kind of have to settle, I guess. Problem here is if there's a dev and no explorer, we can't dev. It's awkward as hell. Maybe we explore here. I mean, they are... AIs seem to build way more than they should, so... Just because I have more cards in hand doesn't mean they're not going to dev or settle. So maybe I should just explore. Alien goal. Could also produce. Produce is fine. I don't think they're both going to build. I think this guy's very likely going to build. And then by producing, we gain on this guy. Right, sure enough. So he devs and he trades. So we're playing this. Certainly. Paying 3. Chucking the 2 aliens, maybe? I mean, they're really expensive. And trade. So somebody devved and passed. So yeah, I mean, clearly they must be passing more than they normally would as medium AIs. It's becoming more and more evident. They're constantly passing on their own build phases. It's terrible. I feel like only easy AIs should ever pass on their own build phase when they would normally build, if they were the hard AI. But I guess easy AIs does even worse stuff. I mean, what's worse than passing though? I guess building a card that completely games your game. Like a 5/5, all in, early game. So, surely we're trading. We can even leech a dev now, which is nice. Wow, dev settle trade. Huh. Pretty amazing. We can do this and then this is free? Jeez. That is something else. That doesn't happen every day. Weird tableau. This is the discard, I think? No, not necessarily, because it actually combos well. Do we really care about this? Not really. Boom. Trade for 6. Now we'll check on our human opponent. He's probably ready. Yeah. So he settle produces. Interesting. So are we settling? Probably not. Just pass on settle, ignore it. We have such good dev happening here. Let him go blue-brown or whatever with military. Pass on settle. And that's that. Now back to AIs. So we could trade. The discard goal is not available or not in the game. Their hands are tiny, so we definitely want to build. Don't really want to dev, we'd rather settle. We need this good to disappear though, otherwise this guy draws too. So interestingly, he might produce here. hoping that I don't get rid of this good somehow. If I want to get rid of the good, I have to call settle, and settle's the phase I want to call anyway. But I mean, my settles are all, like, I'm going to call settle for Gambling World or Outlaw World here. And for that to even work, this guy has to consume, which is super unlikely. Like, this guy's probably going to produce. So this guy doesn't even need to produce. Do we just trade here, that means? This is so bad. I mean, it's not terrible. Again, they build more than they should. If I play this, I go to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on a cruise. Actually, if he produces a brown and blocks him anyway. So the only bad thing is if, yeah, so most likely he's not going to get the bonus. So that's fine. Which means I can safely build Dev or settle. Don't really want Dev. Rather settle. Even though it's not great, it's something. Settle, produce. So the worst case scenario happens. This guy didn't produce and this guy did. And there's no consume. We'll come back to that. Continue here. Trade that. And most likely just dev. Wow. Not playing a great card there. What did he do there? Settle, produce. Didn't play production really. I mean, these kind of games are going to be automatic and easy. Dev. We don't have great settle leeches, but that's fine. And he's not picking instantly. Sadly. So, Gambling World, Trading Outpost, Outlaw World. Pretty mediocre. Blue, brown, gold, he has 2, we have 2. He's probably going to go to 3 now. Oh wait, this produces on there. That's pretty nice. It's alright. I think we'll play that. Does something at least. Are we ever really playing this thing? No. We actually have the most devs here, which is nice. So he exports some trades. We get these 2 cards. Neither one matters that much. I guess there's some way we could go military, maybe. We do want to get a yellow world out at some point. I'm not really going to run out of devs anytime soon, so I think we'll just get rid of that. So we drew this, I think. Now we start with this. And we go with this. And double passes, it looks like. Pay 5. Go to 6. We'll probably just dev these 2 next round. So paying 5 worlds and or this. I mean, this is pretty... I mean, we might need it later to dev again. This is so far-fetched. Okay, so 1... We have to discard a lot of these. So I have to discard 4 more, so I'm only keeping 2. 2, so 3 more. Probably never playing that. Too expensive. I guess we're never playing that. 1 more, so this, I guess. Yep. Oh, we got the 6 dev gold, which is nice. He has 9 cards, we have 6. But I mean, our dev powers are amazing. Probably have more than 10 cards after deving twice. 3, 6, 7, still 7, 8, 7, 8. So yeah, we gain 2 cards. There's no reason to do anything with this. I mean, there is reasons, but I'm happy. There's some games here. Probably just all 1 week games anyways. There's some interface glitches there I noticed. The 30-minute games flashes 1 week. When you exit them. Okay, so Buddy's not ready, he is ready. So he settles. Alright. So this could be quick. Could be two temples away from the end here. We're getting dev goal, blue-brown, we could work towards, or at least fight him for it. So probably start with this one actually. Let's see what we draw. So we might want to play this here. To get this out. And that's 4 colors right away. I don't know if we can afford to do all of this, probably not. If I do this, I'm at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, cannot. This is okay. We might draw a 4 settle off this. And these become cheaper and we want to play them both anyway. So I think that's pretty good. It's probably about as good as it's going to get. So, settle 1. What did we draw? NGL. Okay. Well, play that. See what he plays. Does play blue-brown. Pay 1. Pay 1. Now, do I want to play this and go down to 1 card here? Is the question. I feel like maybe no. I mean, I can get the blue-brown later. With logistics, it's so easy. We're way ahead too. Like, just dev. I could dev trade. Get the multicolor goal. It's all the same. So I think passing is probably prudent. He's not prepared. Racist. Nice name. Okay. Over here. We draw. Actually, pretty good world. Everybody has 2 blue-browns. This is great. Hand sizes are small, so I need to be deving or settling here, basically. Settling it, ideally, I guess. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Settle, produce. Wow, so no consume again, so definitely play this. See what they play. Blue-brown. Yeah. Pay 2. This is becoming less and less likely to matter. So now we don't really want to call settle unless we have a blue-brown. So I mean, I called settle there to try and sneak out that goal well, they can't, but somehow they don't have. They kept up. But I mean, the hand sizes are so low. Let's check on Buddy, Mr. Jackson. So he has only 3 cards. He's gonna trade though. If he settles, the game would not end. What's the score here? Actually, he's not that far behind anymore. Looks like he might have given up on the blue-brown. And actually, he can now get the multicolor because of that. Dev, leeches settle. I could dev trade actually, is probably the best. Play this, leeches settle, and then trade. Seems good enough. Because I mean, he's going to be trading for infinite, so the next run after that I'm going to be in trouble anyway if I don't trade here. I think that's good enough. So he trade produces. Kind of weird. But I mean, given his tableau, it's not that weird. Because he seems pretty new. Okay, so he doesn't settle. Therefore, I guess we'll play this. He doesn't dev. We pay 1 for that. Sure. I'm gonna trade. Okay. So what happens if we dev? Maybe he has like diversified economy to play like that? I'm up by 12. Dev settled as what? I'm at 8 cards. 7, 6, 5, 6, 7. So I can play both of these. That's pretty sick actually. That looks good to me. Oh, he's going for the production goal maybe. That's what he was doing there. But yeah, so I think dev settling here is really good. Let me just double check. So I'm at 7 cards, 8 cards on a dev. Play this, still at 8 cards. Settle this. -3 is 5. 6, 7 settle bonuses, and this down to 0. That looks pretty good to me. It's not really. Okay, AIs. What was happening here? Right. The blue-brown problem. I mean, we are ahead. Tempo-wise, we're going to get this goal, so we have 3 points just coming to us. Oh, I completely ignored this goal. So what phase am I missing for that? 2. Huh. Well then. Should probably squeak that one out. Squeak that one by them. He needs phase 1, so I mean, he might share it, but I don't want to settle anyway. I need to dev at some point. Trading, I would go to 6, 9, 10, 11. I don't overflow by much. I mean, I can trade next round. There's no need. I'm just gonna go ahead and dev. So explore dev x2. Apparently I have combined explorer. Let's just check on the human now. Discard 1 out of all this. A lot of irrelevant stuff. Okay, consume that. So, up by 10 now. This guy almost certainly going to produce. Not that it's that great for him really. 4-point engine. This guy must be trading. So trade produce, what can we do? We could settle a blue-brown. Doesn't really have any impact on the game though, because this guy is not in the running anyway, so. We have no devs, we could trade, doesn't seem that great. I mean, he's pretty likely to settle, so trading's fine. Like if we just ignore the blue-brown goal, we'd probably win. Settle this, that's 5 points for 3 cards. So, what does he do? Settle, really. Interesting. I don't know what that changes. Well played, I guess. Definitely surprised me there, and I don't think I can take advantage of the second one. Maybe I can. Okay, well, we start with this. No. Yes. Start with that. Wait and see what he does. He's not prepared. Up by 10. Alien goal, blue brown goal. So he produces, he trades, so nothing happens. So I should probably just be building, settle, or dev. Can't dev, whatever. Wow, settles, okay. I guess not that surprising, I mean, produce isn't that good for him. So, settle, consume. I guess we have to play blue-brown, continue to fight for it. Or we could give up and just play consume power. Kind of like that. Pretty sure we just win if we ignore the blue-brown goals, so I'm just going to do that. Okay, there we go, you got it. So, send that there. Probably settle. We have a new economy now. It's actually 6 points, not bad. If 7 there's a dev, we're fine. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and do that. If there's no dev, we play this. Settle, trade, produce. So if we play this, what happens? We pay 2, draw 1, 2 back. We have a foolish hand. Maybe even 10, maybe more than 10. So 9. Minus 3 is 6, 7 on settle bonus, 8, 9, 10. Looks good to me. Pay 2. He plays nothing but brown down to 0, draws 2 back. And we check on human. Oops, it's not the game I want. This one. So, oh yeah, the multicolor goal. So we need to play yellow now if we want that. Which is just going all in. And I guess that's fine. He can only tie us for the blue-brown. We might draw into another one anyway. And we're up by a lot, so... Is there anything he could possibly have? There's just basically no way. So, wait, what? Oh, I haven't paid 2 yet. I paid 2, then draw 2. So 1, 2... So what did we draw? We can sack 3 points to be able to play like maybe 2 points in the next phase, I think. Which could deny him 3, like it doesn't matter. Not really worth what's happening. True settle power. Yes. So do that. Basics. Win. Min-maxing the stats is like, eh. Rather play more games. So this is a 3-player game against Rob and Rain. So this is superstars. Oh wow, right. We call dev, there's a settle and a trade. So not ideal. But it's what we've got. It's what's happening. I guess that's going to move at a glacial pace, so we won't worry about it too much. Wait, what? Something else expired? Formation expired, I see. Opponent forfeited, what? Why you do that? Why you do this? So we don't even get to see the ending tableau. What game was that again? 2-player against Jackson. Check the VOD. Right, that was the one where So the game was over, but he forfeited instead of completing the game. Maybe not intentionally. So the UI can use a little bit of work for sure. And here, the 3-player game we tried to create died. Or never fired. And this is probably a bunch of weak games, weak-run games. So I can fire up a couple games. Same thing, 2PE and 3-player. I guess why not 4-player? That'll be my last attempt at creating games tonight, I think. So now we play AI. What now? Full hand, very small hands, so we want to build. We're up by 10. This guy cranks for 6, so we're up by 4. There's no hand. Deving, then devings. Great. It's actually worth points. And we can get this out. So I mean, we're basically deving here. Settle doesn't do that much. So dev x2. I guess this one's better first. Pay 4. Consume power. And then go again. Oh, he has 7 cards now, so I guess he traded? Not sure. Maybe not. Probably x2, I guess. Yeah. So dev and win. Seems good. Dev, consume, consume. Place a dev. And the streak remains alive. So we continue. Check and see online. Forming, forming. Forming. No, where is it? What? Didn't I create a 2-player game too? Let me check something. So this was already there, I'm fairly sure. This one too. This one certainly, and abandoned. That one's in progress. So the 2-player game disappeared. Or I didn't create it somehow. 3-player game is still there, and the 4-player game says abandoned. Which is very strange. So start up a 2-player one. So it is there. So we'll see. So yeah, the 4-player game is gone. Maybe because the player who joined left or something. So create another 4-player. Let's see. So, AI game. Sparta with nothing to go with it. Most likely we'll be playing Doom Dwarf here. Blue, brown. Gold, good, 6 dev. All powers. We have a couple of too many 6 devs. We'll chuck these, keeping this stuff, I guess. Maybe call settle or produce. Probably settle or explore. So yeah, good enough. Okay, well we're not producing, and he might, so I guess I should settle just to be sure. So explore, settle, produce. Keep one of these. Blue brown gold is out there. Nobody's brown yet. I'm also checking this piece of garbage. All powers. We'll have $5. We need 4. 1, 2, 3. It's really convoluted. I mean, this is a cheap blue brown. Maybe I should just keep that. This seems a bit of a stretch. But it is a cheap dev. We have lots of worlds. I mean, they're gonna fight for the blue brown though. So this is not gonna be great, I suspect. But there's a dev next round and no settle. I play it, so I guess we keep it. Wow, he passed on settle. Cantina, it's interesting. Okay, let's check humans. 4, 3, 2 players available. Alright. So, over some PM, goals on takeover job. I always click exit there when I want to do resume. So, oh, fat world for this. Production goal. 3 production goals, pretty nice. Wow, 9988. But nothing matching it at all. Alien goal, uplift goal. Greenish. Tempo and dev. Well, I guess we do this. It's kind of weird, but probably close enough. So, do we settle produce? Old Earth. We could explore settle. I mean, it's just +1 look. Settle produce is just way stronger. What did I just click? Probably did that or something. So the 4-player game's still there, 3-player game's still there, and 2 players happening. What's this music? Dub trees. Probably a bit low. I need to find ways to mess with audio in real time that are useful. Like right now, maybe dampening the mic would make sense. But then people would have to raise their volume. I don't know. If I lower it too much. Audio is hard. Hey Boatman, how's it going, man? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Playing the newly released AI on Steam. Giving away a copy later. If you're interested to enter. So yeah, so that's what happened. Dev trade. So I guess we have to play it. And I hope nobody else goes brown. Thought you'd check it out. Nice. Pay any 3 cards. Pay 3 cards to develop my conglomerate. So certainly this. What is the 1 card we're keeping here? Basically artist colony, I guess. We have consume powers. Blue brown goals available. So trade league, but no world. All in on trade league. Seems ambitious. So now, I mean, there is a possibility that we produce the most brown just by producing here. If this guy doesn't settle. So that's pretty nice. However, if he does settle and plays a brown world, it's a disaster. Because we give him the yellow good and don't get much of anything. Well, we get 4 cards for 2 actions, but it's bad. Could make a trade. We have Terraforming Guild, which doesn't seem super relevant. Discard gold, goods, explorers. I feel like maybe Produce is not really worth it. He's fairly likely to settle here and fairly likely to play a brown world. So I could trade, I could settle myself. Settling myself doesn't seem great unless it's for a brown world. Huh, this is kind of tough. Should I come back to that? Somehow our opponent is not ready. They really need to add a shorter timed games. Most of the time this guy's going to settle here. Some of the time he'll dev. So I guess trade is good. Unfortunately, this is not the time where he settles. So discard 1, keep up with brown. Pass on dev, presumably. Yeah. And he draws a card off for naked trade. Wow, what a guy. Superstar. Now what? I guess now we produce? I don't know. Yeah, probably just produce. No settle, so we will draw 2. There's a dev. And I'm going to come back to that. Come on, man. I might just stop playing real-time games until they add a shorter window. It's not actually real-time games that are happening at the moment. Drag 1 card to discard. So, I guess Export Power is really nice here, actually. So maybe I play this. Power-wise, he needs 1 and 2. We would need 2. You can't just pass repeatedly. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Export Power goals out there. I think I'm gonna play this here. Paying 1. This really doesn't seem that great here. Whereas this at least combos. It's not great either though. I'd rather be playing blue-browns, like especially because of this. So I think I'm gonna dump this. And now we trade 3, 6, 7. Will overflow potentially though. So would he. So it's probably fine. He's probably gonna settle though, which we're fine with. There's a dev here, no settle. It'll really suck again. But at least we can play a 6-dev if we want, like this. It's actually not bad. Sure enough, brutal. So we're playing this now? It's ridiculous. How silly is this game? I thought AIs didn't dev much, but seeing it more and more. I guess we do. Which is really weird. Trade for 4 and start over. We got something. The discard goal. I don't think it shows how many he discarded though. Nope. Another Export Power, great. I mean, until somebody settles, Produce is amazing. This guy goes all in again for this. I mean, this guy's completely out of the game. He's probably going to X2 for the rest of the game or something weird. Maybe. I wouldn't say probably. I guess this guy probably will settle. Which is fine. I guess we're producing, I don't know. So dev X2, sure enough. Huh. New economy and still 7 cards in hand. That's a bit scary. If there's a settle, I could play this and trade for 10, trade up to 10. I mean, trade seems fine here. Dev again. Getting scared of this guy. Drop ships, Space Marines. We still need a phase 2 power. This guy just needs phase 1 now. Maybe this is better because we're going to be going civilian anyway, kind of. I think we'll do that. Although we have to pay 4 for that. We're down to 1. Is that even worth? It's not terrible. I think I might be misplaying this game. Okay, he doesn't get an explore power at least, nor a big 6 dev. I mean, if this guy X2s the rest of the game, he's just giving this guy 2 cards every round, which is brutal. I'm gonna come back to this. Maybe the fresh look. Where's our buddy? So produce likely draws us 2 cards and doesn't give him a yellow good because he's not consuming it. But he's likely to dev, which is a disaster. We want settles to happen, but I mean I don't really want to settle. By getting 3 blue-browns, that's an easy goal. Explore is an easy goal. Maybe I should just be settling here. Passing on dev. So get this out, get this out. Production goal. Awkward game because of this guy. I don't really want to settle, but I could like settle one of these, well this one, and then next round I could leech this and settle this, which means dev settle, theoretically possible. Could also explore to find the dev power. Not sure, but I feel like I need to start settling, otherwise I'm just gonna lose. So pass on dev. I mean I could go all in, but I guess it's too late now. Probably play this. I mean, to win I'm gonna need to draw blue brown, right? So maybe I just play this first then. Because they don't have any explore powers, so... What? Looks like he sacked something there. I wonder what I chose in the log for that. AI2 discards colony ship. AI2 uses rebel canteen. Huh. So he sacked colony ship to play that. Weird. Okay. I guess settle again. Nature dev. Can't be right though, can it? It draws so much on a produce too, like this is just such a bad situation. I feel like I'm inevitably crawling towards my doom in this game. And that'll be the end of this streak. Those real-time games though. So the 3-player game, nobody's there. The 4-player game, nobody. Okay. I don't know if there's anything we can do here. Did that null player X2 again last round? So So no players who. AI1. Yep. This X2 3 runs in a row, so I don't expect him to deviate. Huh. I think we're screwed here. Basically, I'm playing medium AIs until I lose, and I've won like. Actually, I'm curious to check how many now. So. Medium. Any? I guess there's no way to check that at the moment. Medium plus hard online. I think it's been all 3-player. This is still not necessarily showing everything. Like AI games only. Hopefully they'll improve this. Like the fact that I can't just see all my medium games at once is bizarre. It's showing me medium, hard, and online instead. I guess I can subtract by going backwards, which is annoying. So like if I do online, I'm 13 and 2 grand total, and then hard how's that gonna work? 13 and 2. Wait, this is a hard only? Also, maybe this means easy, medium, hard, and doesn't include online. Does that make sense? Easy, 25, medium, 23, hard, 8. Medium plus 23. I don't know. It's making my brain melt. Also, it's getting hot in here, so fan for a bit. Sorry for the noise. But yeah, I need a bit of air. Looks like the guy's just gone, so it's just not gonna happen. If you're watching the VOD, fast forward. Give me a second here. So, can we possibly win this? So bad. Like, he draws so much on produce, draws on trade, just as passive leeches. And he gets -3 to dev. This is so horrible. So horrible. So, we have to start taking risks, I guess. Just settle, reach this. So bad though. I feel like the way to win this ever is to explore +1/+1 here. So discard 4, keep 2. Well, we can keep a blue-brown and we can keep this. So that's a start. Still need to face 2 power somehow. So 1, 2, 3, 4. yep. Confirm discounts. I guess we play this. Pay 4. So we'll be exploring to 5. We'd go all in, so that's never gonna happen. So this is just that sequence doesn't work. So I have to keep the 2-1 blue. But I already went past that apparently. Oh well. Well, rip. 1, 2. Should have done the math. And that other guy X2'd again, right? Yep. So done. Okay, well, I mean, we can leech this and play this for the blue-brown goal now, at least. So 1, 2, 3. Is this worth playing? Down by 8 still. Goods, if we produce, we could get the goods goal with this into this. By settling in the last round. Leeching is consumed. It's getting convoluted. But I think that's maybe worth. Looks okay. Confirm that. Pass. And then produce. Wow, he explored here. Finally deviated. So maybe he's somehow in it now? No, we're down by 20 points. What in the hell? What the hell? Alright, well. It's officially over, I think. Let's go 3. Point Devin here. Oh no, that's of course there's. We have to play this. Getting skunked. He still has 12 cards. Like, I mean, I gave him 5 cards or something ridiculous. 4 cards. Looks like he chose not to produce on here, which is interesting. Now I have to settle, right? It doesn't matter though. I can't win. That settle X2. So if I play this, I'm fine, I think. Paying 1. I have to play 2 windfalls. And I do get a settle bonus, so we'll play this one first. Play 1. Hopefully I have military, and 2. Choose consume power, so I have 2 brown here. This one. So that's it. Finally lost against medium AI. GG. No re. So it is possible to lose against medium AI. As an experienced player. I would like to know how many games that was though, somehow. I'll put my thinking cap on here. So hard games, 8, online 15. So clearly it's separate. So this is AI games that are being tracked. So easy, medium, hard, hard, So 8 hard games, 16 medium. So 16 medium. And that means I would have 4 losses on hard plus. Yes, okay. So we figured it out. So 4. So I won 15 in a row and then lost. Medium 3-player. Let's see if it's the same matching number. It's not. 20. 0 and 4. 0 and 4. 15 and 5. 15 and 1, yeah. So it's the same. So yeah, so we played 3-player. All 3-player games, medium AI. A bunch were base game. And a few were RBI. 4 were RBI. 5. No, 4. So 3 and 1. So 11 and 0 base game, and then 3 and 1 RBI against medium. Boom. Rip. So now we switch to easy AI, I guess, and see if we can ever lose and play like really fast or something. Oh, he actually reappeared. Oops. And the 3-player game started. So what's happening here? We settle produce, he settle produced. Okay. We get way the benefit. I guess not that big of a benefit. Trade producing gives him 3 cards every round for 1 action, or just 2 cards passively, so it's terrible. We can settle trade, which isn't that great, honestly. Good dev trade, also not great. I mean, settle trade's not bad. His hand size is low. Sure. If ever he produces, we're happy. So let me just check and see what's going on here. So we have a 3-player game that just fired. And the 4-player game's not happening. Will expire. And how long ago did this happen? 1 minute. So why? It's because the button is close. So are we playing Ancient Race? Probably. Maybe. Explore goal, nothing. Production goal. Goods, 6 dev. All phases. So maybe we actually do play Cantina here. I don't know how strong these opponents are at all. Takeovers are on, so we have to be careful of that though. I mean, we don't need Ancient Race, we have Endpath World, so I'm pretty sure we play this one either way. And then here, keep bank. Keep this in case we draw Rebel Pact, I guess. Basically never keep this. And then probably check this. No real incentive to keep it. Okay. Colonists and industrial robots, so most of the time we'll be settling here and deving here. So I could make a trade and have to pass on dev. Explore, go to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep 1 card and then trade next round. Seems pretty good. It's a nice opening. Pretty happy with that, honestly. Even though I don't make a trade round 1. Get bank out. So here, he has human. He explores some trades, not unexpectedly. Do we ever play ATI here? Maybe. You may. Be sure and follow. And I'll be doing the raffle actually not too long from now, in a half an hour or something. Thank you very much. So Salon's terrible here-ish. I mean, ATI is pretty terrible too, let's be real. If the 6F Glow was available, maybe. Welcome, by the way. Aquaroom Tom. Okay, confirm. So, settle trade. I guess we start with this one. Pay 2. At this point, we're probably chucking this and this. And then trade. So what are we doing for AI games now? I guess I start a series against normal AIs and see if I can ever lose. And maybe stop at like 50 or something. And play everything on since they seem to potentially be a bit better. So basically I'm going to play easy AIs until I lose. If ever. I have a feeling this is going to be really easy. But I mean, I did lose on medium finally. So, what's happening here? Production world goal, dev goal, uplift. All phases, discard, multicolor. Again, this is easy AI, so I don't need to play perfect. This into nothing is not that great, so I'm not super keen on this. Oops. Explore powers, if they explore, those two look all the time is amazing. Definitely check that, and probably this. Check on the humans. So Doc is back, seems. So, he drew a bunch of cards. 7-7 now. Scores tied. All things being equal, we want to settle produce here. Do we have a consume? We don't really have any consume powers though, that's the problem. Probably still have to do it though. I could also explore produce. If I do, I go to 7-9. If he devs down to 2-3, and then I can reach this in the future. So it's something. It's not great. This is a bit complicated. I'm going to go to this one first. So explore, really. So they're not pushing their advantages at all. So that's probably a good thing. Ironically, I don't know what build phase I ever want to call against these guys. Basically, I'm just going to be producing all game. So we draw Rebel Underground, which is great. And this, which is great. This is kind of meh. In this spot. Well, at least counters the dev phase, but we can do that with this. I'm pretty happy to do that. And then choose action. So I guess I just start producing. Oh, this guy gets a card unproduced, damn it. Maybe it's not that good then. Until this is out, it's not that good. But I don't want to settle. So I could make a trade every round until they settle. Or just explore. Given how they played round 1, I think naked trading maybe not the best idea. And yeah, so the complicated game. If I dev produce, doesn't work. I mean, explore producing with the intent to get this and this out is not great, but exploring seems good to find a better dev though, so I do want to explore, and I guess I do want to produce, so dev produce, interesting. So I didn't even need to produce, brutal. Okay, well, we definitely drew an upgrade to our dev. This isn't that useful, I don't think. Let's go with that. Play robots, profit. I mean, that's pretty nice with this and this. We could settle trade next round, maybe. Good dev trade. I don't know if we can afford that though. So we're at 9 cards here. Probably not though. Down to 5, 6. So we definitely cannot. We could explore trade. 7, 8. 12. Get the discard goal if he doesn't do anything. Although he would probably share that. So continuing against AIs. What are we doing here? Plus 1 look. Settle kind of worlds, so naked trade would be good if we had anything to naked trade. Probably plus 1ing is fine. Push our advantage. Naked trade here. So. Bunch of military stuff. Keeping 2. It's probably not this. Probably not this. This plus this gets us this. 2 military. I mean, this is not a great 6-2, I don't know. We have 2 rebel worlds, but it's just such a bad 6-2 in general. All the takeovers are on. Let's just go with that. Continue to expect some sun until I do something. So, no brown, so that's not going to happen. Uplift goal is out there. Cantinas, weak. Public works is okay because of the goal. Need $1.05. We have no military, and we're keeping all these military cards. Doesn't seem that great. Hi, Dancing Bernie. Cool. Follow the stream, and in a half an hour or so I'm going to be doing it. Welcome. I don't know, this is just pretty weak. I'll probably have to dev next round. This is easy AIs too, so I don't need to worry about it too much. Melman's created a bunch of games. Okay, so dev, explore. Thank you for the follow. I'm never playing this way. He says, not sure, close enough. And here, dev produces, right, so play that, most likely, ping 3. I don't know about this, honestly. It's pretty good. This one's mediocre. You don't really need both of these. It feels like that one. Interesting, diversified. Well, we're not settling. We could dev trade. Leech a settle, down to 0. It's okay. But then we refill massively. Dev trade seems pretty good. Just go with that. Zoom against AIs. Yeah, you don't need to stick around if you don't, if you can't. It's not a problem. I'll be sending a message on Twitch to whoever wins, and they'll have a day to respond. So, explore, settle. So, are we just starting with this? It's not that great. Maybe just get an explore power. I think I'm pretty happy to start with this one. Not the best opening, but easy AIs once again. Pay 1. So keep the uplifts, keep the rebels. This kind of fits this. I mean, public works. So many hoops. We just ignore this thing, honestly. So we only have one settleable card right now. I mean, once again, we have +3 looks, so we should just be exploring here all the time. So, explore, dev, trade. And before we never draw any military. And constantly chuck stuff that is non-military and keep the military and then die. Okay, so confirm. Dev. Play that. Ping 1. Said he's gonna be pretty good. This is pretty bad. Hopefully we'll draw into better uplift, really. The rest is... I mean, we're not going to play all these cards anyways, I don't know. Maybe I should keep the uplift and chuck rebels like this thing. So, Salon. So now is he going to X2 the whole game? Getting 2 chips in a card every round? It's a 4.2 card engine. And the easy AI do choose phases as though they're experts. I could settle to then trade. Overflow's not bad. I guess this guy's pretty likely to settle himself, though. I need to find stuff, and my bonus is on Explorer, so I'll just explore. Still no real military. There's an uplift. And there's a settle. If I trade, I go to 12. The hands are medium large. I do have a settle each, or 2, or 3. I don't know, I guess trade is fine because of the discard goal. So settle, consume. I'll go down to 2 if I play this. I do need to play green at some point for this thing. This is not the best one. It's an uplift. I need a blue as well, so I'm going to play this one first. I hit exactly 11, which is great. And actually, I'm going to check the human games. So, he export trades here. Doesn't produce, doesn't settle. Discard 1. This is the production world game. Seems fine. I dev traded. Right. So he's going to 8 plus 5, 6, 14 minus his dev. If I play this, I go to 4, 8, 10. Or 4, 10, 11. Maybe I'm miscounting this. So, play that down to 4. Trade for 6 to 10. Put it down to 4. Trade this for 4 to 8, 9. So I can't hit 11 with this. Going all in for this seems bad. This seems fine. Pay 2. Hi, slowly runner. Short. Be sure to follow so you can be counted in. I feel like there's at least one person that's missed that. It was explained. So, AI, thank you very much for the follow, slowly runner. That bribe, basically. So, drag 1 to discard here. We're on. Or discard in the round. This might help us get this out. It's also convoluted. We're still a ways off of this. This is basically never easy play, although it's good with SETI if we draw nothing. Lucian will just never cease playing. Now, check just continue to explore. I mean, our card quality still isn't that high. For the all-power goal, we need a $2 We should be building ideally because our hand sizes are not full, but it's funny, you can actually build lighter against easy AIs, as in call with weaker cards because they're going to play even weaker cards than normal. So just calling build phases the whole game, you probably just win with anything decent. Maybe I should dev to draw extra off their settle. Have they dev'd yet this game? So round 3, one of them dev'd, maybe. No, this guy dev'd, yeah. So they haven't really been deving very much. If I do that, I go to 7. My settle is what? This. This is a 3-player game where they both dev'd, so certainly play bank. Let's see what they played. Paid 2. Production goal. I mean, I don't really ever want to play this. Several production worlds. I think we just chuck this here. So we could probably produce now, although that might help them too much. Like one of them has to be settling here. We could make a trade, but that puts us back on production worlds. I guess naked trade is probably best here, all things being equal. Against AIs, I don't know what to do here. I mean, I have to build Dev or Settle. Settle's pretty terrible, so I guess I Dev. So Dev, consume, produce. Paid 2. I don't want to spend infinite time on easy AI games where it's going to be really hard to lose. I guess we settle. So now he devs. Great. Okay, pass. Reduce, no dev. Reduces to get that third windfall color. Nice. Dev, settle, produce. If I play this, chucking 1, 2, 3, 4, go down to 2. Thank you for the follow, BNAP. Let me know if you want to be in the raffle giveaway. I mean, all three are not very good. This one I can trade for more, but I'd overflow anyway. 7, 11. We do kind of need to play a green at some point. And a brown, so maybe we just play this and then keep that. That doesn't really make sense though. Cool. Don't really care, don't really care. Would like to keep. So I think I'm gonna play this here. So check this, check this, check this, check this. Something like that. And settle again. Oh, did you move inland? Get back to that. So 3-player human game. Explore dev. Dev draw this, Dev I guess we'll play this. And then actually I want to see if there's any other games I have going. So this one expired. And then how many people entered? I'd say like 5 or 6, I would say. So odds are pretty good. One it timed out. And that one we were progressing. But yeah, he ran out of time basically because it took forever at the beginning. And then these are not real time. Not real time. So yeah, there's just one last game left. That most likely one of them is going to time out, it would seem. Or it's going to take forever. So I guess we might be here for a while. The raffle will be at the end of the stream, so I'll contact the winner. So continue against AIs here. If I play that, go to 5, 6, no produce. If I play this, it's not great. Go down to 3, 4, 5, 6, same amount. This guy's 3 production worlds. I go with the same amount except that I have this in play instead of this. And I have one less of using my hands, so I think I'm just going to play this here. And go from there. So, send me to green world. This guy needs a yellow. Wow, he's at 24. Are we actually going to lose our first game of easy AI right off the bat? And end the streak instantly? That's weird. What? How does he have so many points? 15 from chips. Oh, this thing. You might just X2 every round. We're down by 6 only though. So, and actually, we need devs to happen theoretically to get the dev goal, but he has more than we do. What happened this game? Took it for granted, maybe? Yeah, looks like somebody's gonna time out, probably Ethan. Huh. Settle is our best phase. But not by much. This guy's probably gonna produce. This guy might trade. Probably should trade. So trade, produce. Question mark. Settle's not bad. Play this, consume a good. So we go to 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for next round. 2 production worlds in play. We have to do something to resettle. We can't dev, so I guess we're settling. So he doesn't produce, or so he doesn't trade, he devs, and this guy doesn't produce, he trades. Okay. That's probably a good thing. Maybe. Pay 2. I mean, this is so far off, unless we get dropships specifically. This is really expensive, we'll pay the green one first anyway. So that seems fine. Looks like he passed on settle, so that's great. He did not. Got the goal, but that's fine. Although we're in last now. Ah, calling ship's convenient. So I guess we dev, but that sucks because he has decent hand size and could nature dev and then call dev to get the goal. And have I cement the loss. Check on the humans. Seven. City is huge. Uplift gold's still out there. And 4 color. I don't know, I feel like I have to dev here basically. Are you naked trade looks like? I mean it's not naked, he gets a chip and a card every time. Interesting. So explore, we draw Terraforming Guild. Although it's not actually that good here. It's I mean it's still pretty good, 8 points. Drag forward to discard. These are pretty much irrelevant anyway. Is that right? Is there any way we can get both of these out? No. But I guess it's possible. Still a lot of game left. Kind of. So, I don't know. We could, so we're 8, this is awkward. We could dev this down to 2, and then we can't dev this into this unless there's an explorer. That'd be like a naked play. Oops. Ultimately I could do this and explore for +1, anticipating a dev from him. So if I do that I go to 6, 8 on the explorer, down to 1, and then if 5 of this guy settles I could reach that. And he wouldn't settle into that, though. I could do the same thing, just playing this first though. Maybe that's better. And I get +2 look as well. So yeah, I guess we'll do that. It's a bit sketchy though. And by a bit sketchy I mean a lot sketchy. But I mean I look at so many cards on Explorer, even if phases don't coordinate I can find something. It's kind of weird to keep this though in that spot. So we are ahead now, but this guy's a big hand. He actually passed on dev. It's a bit surprising. So now we're tied on the dev goal. No, we're not. Now this guy has 3. Is this guy gonna somehow come out of nowhere and win? Doesn't have much of a tug roll. Multicolor goal still out there. Still needs a yellow. Maybe that's what he's saving up for, a big fat yellow. Yeah, this one. Well, the dev does happen before the settle. So we pass on dev and then calls dev. Interesting strat. It's not happening, it seems. So we keep 2 here. And a dev is happening. Rebel Pact could be worthwhile. I'm a bit lost this game now. Maybe that's why he passed, because it's easy AI, so they pass sometimes and stuff like that, right? But did he call the dev last round? AI 2. No. I did. So, military is 3 base. This is pretty far off. This is irrelevant. Oh, that's an uplift actually. Oh, and this is a green world. That's amazing. So instead of having to go through these hoops, we can just play this. Beautiful. This is a production world goal. We can maybe somehow tie this guy. Unlikely, but... So... Pact. Keep pact in this. Bank and uplift. And then if we do that, we go down to 2 here. We can settle. Game doesn't end though. I think that's what I'm doing. Play this. Pay 1. Okay. This guy passes on dev. So I guess we have to explore +1/+1 again, and if there's a dev, play this. So we're up by 3 points. What has happened in this game? So as long as he doesn't start x2ing, it's not the end of the world. Weird and scary game. So he devs again. So we have combine explore now. And we're going up to 4 cards, I think. 10. Let's go with 6 here. So we're going to have 4 cards in hand. There's no settle. Never playing that. Never afford that. Can't get that out. I need to keep 2 devs. And 3 more discards. We have to keep this. So we keep one of these 4 cards. Probably doesn't really matter, because there's not going to be 2 settle phases, and this is by far our best. But if it somehow does matter, it never really does. 1, 2. It's too expensive, I guess. Actually, yeah, we're going to discard the other one anyways right here. Huh, this is weird. We might actually have to naked settle next round. Hoping this guy explores so we can leech this if this guy does. In any case, we play this. Pay 1. Confirm. We're showing that goal, the big goal. 1 card, 6 card, 2 cards. Plays a baby dev, so we're still up by 3. So weird. He can dev a 6 dev too now. Should check on my human game. On the off chance. Doesn't seem to be happening. So, this is the decision. Do I naked settle? Hoping that AI1 explores. So how many times in a row has he explored now? AI1. So explore, explore, explore. So it does look like he'll probably explore again. But and before he doesn't. I mean, my explore bars are insane. Like, how is he ever exploring? If he doesn't explore and this guy devs, actually I guess they could share the dev. That would be what I would hope would happen. It's most likely an explore. He has 1 card in hand. But if they share the dev goal, he basically gets 3 points plus some number. I think I have to assume he doesn't have a good 6 dev, because if he does, I just lose anyway. If he plays like an 8.6 dev here, he goes to 43. I need 8 points out of my settle, which is not going to happen. So basically we assume he doesn't have a good 6 dev, he's just going to play a baby dev. And actually, as easy AIs, they're going to play inefficiently anyway, so he's not likely to play a 6 dev even if he has it. So that's fine. So we'll give him like 1 point dev or 2 point dev plus 3 for the dev goal. So like 4 or 5 points for that, plus some settle worth 3 points or something. So let's say 7-ish. It goes to 39, so I need 4 points, and I get 2, 3, 6 out of my 6, 41. He needs 9 points out of 7 settle. I think I probably just win here, even if AI1 doesn't explore, so I think I'm going to just go ahead and settle. God damn. Why you do this to me? Well, let's see. Logistics. And he gets the soul dev. This AI just maybe made me lose the game. Probably. He passed on all settles. So I think I might have won. Wow. That was a nail biter. 38-36. Oops, click the wrong button there. Wow, wow. Well, I can't stop until this game dies. So I'll continue on AIs for now. I'm noticing that if you exit quickly, it says server unavailable every time you exit, I think. Yeah. Just make a note for some feedback. If you quickly exit the server, well, basically you can tell that it shows that whenever you exit, it says server unavailable. So we'll play as an AI. So the first easy game wasn't so easy, so I will have to be a little bit careful in the easy AI series, because the goal is to never lose. So production goal, blue-brown. I don't like fighting AIs for blue-brown. What else we have going on here? Multicolor. I mean, this is pretty good. Multicolor goal is out there with this opening, and the production goal. I'm not a huge fan of this card yet. It's pretty good in 2-player. All powers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need dollar. This doesn't fit anything. 6-step gold, tempo gold, blue brown. So we'll go with that, and then discard 1. So we're definitely keeping this, definitely keeping this. I mean, these are duplicating each other, so pick one. This fits nice. Nice, nice. Terraforming robots is just better. I mean, both are bad, but robots is definitely better. So pretty easy choice there. Now, do we just produce trades? That's 2 cards per action. This guy gets 3 cards for 1 action. This guy gets nothing. So it's probably worthwhile, especially against easy AIs. Pretty happy to just produce here. So explore, settle. I guess there's some chance we play research labs at some point, whereas this is whatever. Play this, paying 1. Really care about Rebel Pact. Keep our options open for these here, depending on what happens. We have the Explore Power and Research Labs anyway. This is only good if we draw a Contact Specialist. So yeah. Oh yeah, we also have to discard 1 anyways, so we must choose immediately. Settle that, pass. Research Labs is a bit better than normal because of that. I mean, this card is just not good. Anyway, neither is good. And before Dev, no Explore. Did not happen. So trade, trade, trade. And trade again, presumably. Discard goal is not there. We have playable cards. And AIs build too much, so trade is fine. We do build here. If I play R&D, what happens? go to 5, trade to 9, cycle 1. It's pretty good. 6 dev goals available though, and they go for that hard, so maybe I just play bankers here. My hand isn't that good anyways, most of this doesn't matter. I can play this later, and we're filling back up, so I'm pretty happy to play bankers here. Let's see what they play. A 1 dev and no dev. Passes on his own dev. Yeah, I guess once again it's easy, yeah, so they're not going to play that 6 dev in this spot. Interesting. It's kind of weird how they've implemented the difficulties so that they pick the best phase, but then they play badly during that phase. So they're not going to be getting the 6 dev goal, for example, as often. Really weird. So I actually have to check my hand there. Didn't even notice that. So I lose R&D, that's fine. Not a very good hand. And almost certainly not discarding for chips. And then I guess we produce. Although, like is... So, they each get 3 cards for 1 action. I get 8 cards for 3 actions. So I get almost as much, but I can do it 3 times. So I guess it's probably worth it. Settle, I have to pass. That sucks. Well, they get more maybe. Yeah. 5 cards for 1 action. This guy gets stuff. Let's check on the human game in case they actually showed up. Opponent timed out. There it is. Melman. The guy that had a whole bunch of games open. Maybe they were week-long games though. So we'll finish out this game and then I'll do the raffle thing. Call it a night. So discard to produce. Both are irrelevant. So it's the 6 dev really. Trade. Man, another settle. Brutal. Okay, trade that. Now we probably do discard the chips. Nice, this is great. Settle now, mofo. Might settle ourselves actually. Okay, so discard 2 for chips. Not really planning on going military here. Explore power. Need $1. Tempo behind. So if we settle in 8 dev, do we get screwed here? I think we do. 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, and then we can't play this. We can't call settle here. But we can trade, and we probably should, and we will. So trade x2. Trade 10. Discard for chips. Wow, G-Fed, nice. So 1, 2. Might actually play that in some universes. Seems pretty bad. So settle I feel like should happen pretty often. So I mean I'm not settling, but am I trading is the question. I feel like dev's not gonna happen very often, if ever, so I should just out there. So dev consume produce. Trade league here would have been nice. So bank. Paying 1. Probably not. This is awkward. I mean, I'm certainly not discarding for chips, but now, like, am I producing, or am I trading next round? Like, do I even discard to produce here? So if let's say I don't, I go to 9 on a dev, down to 3. Can't play this either way. Unless I play this. I mean, this black market trading was so good here. I should probably just settle myself, because there's no guarantee they're going to do it with 2 cards in hand. I mean, he probably will, but he might not. And it's just so strong. So I really have to settle next round, which means I pay 1 to draw 1 later. It doesn't make a difference. Or either way, it's 4 cards net. Is that true? I spend 1 and then I draw 5 back, so I get 4 net cards, but I see an extra. This one is the same. I feel like I need to. I'm not going to. So I'm not sure, but I'm going to not. Let's settle trade. Pay 3. So keeping 3. G-Fed, Salon. Artist Colony is the 3rd color. It's a production world. Maybe settle wasn't actually the best call there because of the goals. Anyways, it's done. I mean, this thing's whatever. 2 more. So I can either keep the military combo. Actually, it doesn't even work. That seems fine. I mean, I still need a dollar phase anyways, so the explore power is whatever. So, do that. And then, I guess I could theoretically discard for chips here. I need a blue and a brown for the 4 color. If I dev, I go to 3, 6, 8, 10, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Don't think it's time yet to discard for chips. Dev settle, really. Interesting. Certainly play G-Fed, pay 5, keep 4, and then settle. I think my mic is still too loud compared to the music. So, pay 5, keep 4, and settle. Need brown, don't have brown. Need explore and dollar phases, don't have dollar. This is pretty bad anyway. Should keep a dev or 2. Explore power is good. This is kind of whatever. And this is never seen play. Toy shop. Well, so if I play this, I have to pay one of these anyway, so it's not going to matter that much. Should probably keep a settle back up. Just 1 good dev. So go like that. Cloaking tech. And then settle this. Paying 1. So he has 3 blue browns, 3 production words. It's a bit scary. I'm ahead on points though. Pay 1. So what dev? If I dev next round, what happens? I go to 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. So I can't reach this thing anyways. If there's a settle. So I think I just chuck it, honestly. Keep another good dev. So, settle does happen, but there's an explorer. Probably doesn't matter too much. I'm never playing that. Gotta draw 2. Oh, there's a settle, maybe. It's brown. So I probably have to play it, actually. Play this and 1, and this plus 2, down to 0. I could play Salon or this. I guess this is better. Maybe. It's pretty close. Terraforming Guilds. Sure. Temple Gold. So are we going all in on this thing? Probably. It's 4 points for 3 cards. And we can trade back. Or you can do it passively. Hand size is medium low. Where we've got a lot of points, so it seems good. So, no hand, 2 cards, 2 cards. They're not likely to trade, so I could trade. I could explore. Kind of has the same effect if nobody explores, because trading, I gain 2 cards effectively over a normal action. Exploring, I gain 1 card over normal action. So I guess trade is better. In a vacuum. Sure. So I could discard for chips. With this though, that seems like a bad idea. 3, 4, 5, and then -3, so I can go down to 1. I could reach this. So I would not. Dev. Settle does happen. Pay 3. Probably. Even with no hand, I don't imagine I can lose here now. So, 48, 22, 18. I have more than their scores combined. Let's see. Kind of weird. Score. 2 cards, 3 cards. Naked Dev is even an option. Trade doesn't really make sense. I guess explore +1/+1. Hope to draw something I can reach. I do not. So, still ahead. Enemy Naked Dev in the game. What's happening? Produce, choose a produce fire. So this, discard 1. Draw 1, and then Dev. And win. It's development. This is more right, isn't it? How does this thing score? It's worth 2, 4. It says 2, but it's 2 for itself only. So 2, 4, 6. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. This is better. Pay 3. Does it matter? Consume power. What's left? These 2. Boom. 58, 32, 27. Let's check online for funsies. Okay. So, now's the time for that raffle thingamajigger. Let's see how well prepared I am for this. So that's not what it's seeing. This is, and then I need to grab all the names. So, yeah, it's not actually that many. It's like 5. So let's paste that. Unclear. Not sure if he was actually entering. Oops. But in any case, I just need the lines. I'm pretty sure Hammer didn't follow. So technically, he's not eligible. And I mean, it was written in the explanation, and I mentioned it when he was here. So, rep. Let me see here. No, he did. It just didn't show up in my notifications, I guess. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that correct? It's kind of hard to see the numbers. It's just, I don't think he did anyway. He didn't say anything. technically, it's not clear. I'm gonna leave him in because I mean he's unlikely to win 1 in 7. But if he does, I'll verify with him because he's the one guy that had been a viewer in the past, and the way he answered what I said, it sounds like he might have been actually wanting to join it, so it's not clear. If ever he wins, we'll worry about it. So yeah, so these are the 7. So ready, set, go. So what do we get? We get Slowy Runner. Perhaps the one person who's still here. How convenient. If you are here, let me know. I'll check the viewer list. And if you are here, we can get out of the way immediately, basically. Looks like you are. But yeah, just say something in chat, and I'll PM you. We'll be good to go. But yeah, other than that, I think I'll go for a little host, as usual. I guess I'll just PM him. Maybe playing board games right now. Dark Souls, the board game. Let's check all 3 and see real quick. Quick Slowy Runner might be AFK. Just send a message immediately though, just so it doesn't disappear. So it's this pretty epic game. This guy's actually done. Oh, that's who he's hosting, I see. This doesn't barely even look like a game. I think we'll just go with these guys. Haven't hosted them before either. Alrighty, well that's it for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow, going to play more race. Thank you very much for hanging out and watching, and have a good night.